Most modern stadiums try to wow you with high-tech gimmicks, massive screens, flashy LED light shows, and futuristic AI-driven experiences. But Portland's Future Stadium, it's about something much bigger. This isn't just a place to watch baseball, it's a complete rethinking of how a stadium should feel. From the way you arrive to the way you experience every inning, this ballpark is setting a new standard for how stadiums should be built. Not just for teams, but for the people who fill them. So let's take a look at it in today's episode of Built Up. Portland is making bold moves towards getting its own Major League Baseball (MLB) stadium, and it's no ordinary ballpark. Planned along the Willamette River at Terminal 2, this 45-acre site offers stunning views of downtown and the Fremont Bridge, and you might even be able to arrive by boat. What makes this stadium revolutionary is its modern, forward-thinking design. Instead of copying old-school ballparks, the architects are creating a sleek, contemporary structure that reflects Portland's innovative spirit. A standout feature is the retractable roof, a lightweight, translucent ETFE shell that lets in natural light even when closed. It slides behind home plate, allowing for open-air games on sunny days while keeping fans dry during Portland's rainy season. The stadium's waterfront location adds a unique twist, with plans for water taxis and boat mooring. Plus, fans will enjoy panoramic views of the city skyline while watching the game. The design is led by TVA Architects, a local firm, and Populous, a global leader in sports architecture. While there's no official construction timeline yet, if approved, this stadium could transform Portland's sports scene and the entire riverfront, prioritizing not size, but the ultimate fan experience. Alright, imagine this. You and I are heading to the new Portland MLB Stadium for the first time. As we approach, the first thing you notice is how easy it is to get here. Whether you're coming by car, public transit, bike, or even boat, they've thought of everything. There's a dedicated light rail stop right near the main entrance, so if you're riding in from downtown or the suburbs, it's a breeze. If you're driving, there are several parking areas, including a massive underground garage to keep the surface area open and walkable. And if you're more of the eco-friendly type, there's an entire network of bike lanes leading to the stadium, with tons of secure bike parking. But here's the cool part, you can also arrive by water. Since the stadium is right along the Willamette River, they've built in water taxi access and even spots for private boats. So, if you feel like arriving in style, you can cruise in and walk right up to the stadium. It's like a little nod to San Francisco's Oracle Park, but with that Portland twist. Now, as we walk up to the main entrance, the first thing you notice is how open and inviting everything feels. There's a huge plaza outside with food carts and local vendors, keeping that classic Portland vibe alive. It's not just a place to walk through, it's a gathering space overlooking the water. You could show up early, grab some artisan coffee or a craft beer, and just hang out, even if you don't have tickets. We head toward the main gate, which is massive and wide open to keep crowds moving smoothly. There are several other entrances too. VIP access on one side, a dedicated family entrance with shorter security lines, and even express lanes if you don't have a bag. They've designed it so you're never stuck waiting in long lines. Once we step inside, the first thing that hits you is how spacious and bright everything is. Since the roof is a retractable single shell made of translucent ETFE, even when it's closed, natural light pours in. If it's a sunny day, the roof slides back behind home plate, opening the whole stadium up to the sky. The concourses are extra wide, so even when it's packed, you never feel cramped. And the best part, it's a 360-degree design, meaning you can walk all the way around the stadium without losing sight of the field. As we move through the concourse, we pass by an open-air market concept. Instead of the usual hot dogs and nachos, though they've got those too, there's a focus on local food. Think farm-to-table stands, food from Portland's best-known chefs, and even vegan and gluten-free options. And there are no cash transactions. Everything is touchless, so you can grab your food and drinks and keep moving. When we get to the seating bowl, it's obvious how thoughtful the design is. Every seat has a killer view. They've angled the seats slightly toward home plate, so even if you're sitting along the foul lines, you're not craning your neck to see the action. There are also some really unique seating options: premium club level suite with floor to ceiling glass views, an outfield terrace where you can stretch on social decks with friends, and even sky porch seating suspended over the river. If you're feeling fancy, there's a rooftop bar that gives you a panoramic view of the city skyline, the Fremont Bridge, and the water. But here's where things get really fun. We head down to the field level lounge, which is open to all fans. It's right behind home plate with glass walls, so you can be just feet away from the players warming up. It's like getting a backstage pass to the game. There's also a kids zone with interactive baseball exhibits and virtual reality batting cages. So even if you're bringing the family, there's always something to do. Accessibility is a big priority here too. Every level of the stadium has wheelchair accessible seating, and the concourses are designed to be easy to navigate for people with mobility aids. Plus, they offer sensory rooms for fans who might need a quiet space away from the noise. And when the game's over, no bottlenecks. They've designed multiple wide exit points around the stadium, including direct walkways to the waterfront and transit hubs. If you're in a rush to leave, there's even a dedicated express exit for folks who want to beat the crowd. Honestly, the whole place is built with the fan experience in mind. From the moment you arrive to the second you leave, everything feels smooth, modern, and well, very Portland. Now, before we move on to the next section, please don't forget to subscribe if you like the video so far. The proposed Major League Baseball MLB stadium in Portland is designed to accommodate between 32,000 and 34,000 spectators. The development is spearheaded by the Portland Diamond Project, PDP, which has secured a purchase agreement for Ziddle Yards, a 33-acre former shipyard on the south waterfront overlooking the Willamette River. Funding for this ambitious project is primarily sourced from private investments. Notable early investors include Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson and recording artist Sierra. Other contributors encompass former MLB player Darwin Barney and his family, philanthropist Samantha Richardson, and business figures like Harvey Platt and Grant Hammersley. The estimated total cost of the project exceeds $1.2 billion, covering stadium construction and ancillary developments. While the PDP has made significant strides, including securing the stadium site and assembling a diverse investment group, the timeline for breaking ground remains contingent upon securing an MLB team and finalizing all necessary approvals. But that's not the only problem. Building a stadium right next to the Willamette River sounds pretty cool. However, it comes with a serious risk. The issue? The river has been known to flood. All we have to do is take a trip down memory lane to the year 1996, when you could afford a house with the loose change in your back pocket. Back then, the Willamette River experienced one of the most devastating floods. It was so bad, it threatened vital infrastructure for the city of Portland. Luckily, the Army Corps of Engineers and hundreds of volunteers helped minimize the damage. But if this were to happen when the stadium is built, I can pretty much guarantee that this venue would need to be demolished. Electrical, mechanical, and plumbing equipment would be irreparably destroyed. Foundations would be undermined by the river's force, and the separation of the structure from the rest of the stadium would lead to hundreds of millions of dollars in fancy flooring, metal panels, and other equipment to float down the river. It's not something that happens often, but it will be up to the city and the architects to make sure they don't skip out on making this stadium last. Because a stadium with this design is rare, anyone can take part in the fun, with or without a ticket, even if it's just watching the post-game fireworks from just across the river. But tell us what you think. Do you like this new way of designing stadiums? Or would you miss the luxury other high-tech venues offer? Now, here's another video mega project enthusiasts enjoyed watching. Bye for now.